Good morning to everyone. Hello from Texas. This is Grandpa Hickory with another one of my recipes. On today's stew that we're making, we are going to be having light red kidney beans. And let me get better light in here so you can see it. These are light red kidney beans. And you want to drain them good. Then you put them in your pot. And you drain them good first. Then you put them in your pot. Then you take 1 can of mixed vegetables drained. You pour them in. Okay. And then, my favorite is yellow squash with Vidalia onions. And you keep the fluid that's in it. And you pour it all into your pot. Just like that. Get all the onions out of it. And now we are going to add some cream of celery. Now this is condensed soup right here. This is condensed. And you want to take it, you want to scoop it in. You put the whole can of it in here. Got to get it out of there. And this adds such a wonderful flavor to this stew. I call it mush because it's soft. I have to eat soft things. Since I had surgery on my gums, I had to have my bottom teeth pulled. And when I did, it's kind of got me where I cannot eat hard things. It's going to take a while before I can. Now, what we're going to do now is we are going to take this granulated garlic, and we are going to take that. Let me give me another spoon here. And you're going to take that, and you're going to put that in there liberally. I put a lot of this because I like garlic very, very much. It's extremely good for you. It's just delicious, and it just tastes so wonderful. Okay, and now you're going to take ground cumin. And you're going to take a few pinches of them. You don't need a whole lot. I'm going to put about 3 pinches of cumin in there. All right. Put that lid on there and get it out of the way. And now we are going to add organic turmeric powder. Now I use a lot of this. I use a lot of turmeric. Turmeric is extremely good for you. I say this on all my recipe videos because it is, and it's very anti-inflammatory. And they say it's even fights cancer, from what I hear. Now, I learned all this from some people from India, and they owned a little store, and I would go in there. That's where I bought my lottery tickets, and I would talk to them, and I tell you what, they told me a lot of things about what they eat in their country and the Fiji Islands and in India. And this is pink Himalayan sea salt. And we're going to add some of this on top of our turmeric powder we just put in there. Okay. And now we're going to take cracked black pepper. I got my little pepper grinder from Turkey. And this is what you do. You put you some ground black pepper in there. And that really makes it oh so good. It's just delicious. There's some that always accumulates in the bottom, and I add some of that. That's the finely ground powder. And then, of course, my favorite, the Iranian blue salt. I use this in every stew that I make, and it's absolutely beautiful. And it tastes so good. You don't have to use a lot. You just sprinkle some in there. I do about 3 sprinkles. And, it adds such a good flavor. Once you start using this in your stews, if you don't use it, you'll know it. Because you're just so used to the good taste. Now, this is onion powder. We're going to add some of that. Okay. And now we're going to take our Italian seasoning. I always add Italian seasoning. in all of my stews. It gives it such a delicious flavor. Like I said, if you don't put it in, you'll miss it. Now this is basil leaves. We're going to put some of that in there. And now we're going to take and we're going to get our thyme. And we're going to take the thyme and we're going to put some of that in there. Not very much. You don't need a lot of thyme. And it's extremely good. I love thyme. Thyme has such a good flavor. And then, of course, my favorite that I learned from the island of Crete. And it's oregano leaves. And you want to put a lot of them in. I do. I just simply love oregano leaves. They give an enhanced flavor to all of my stews. And then we use paprika. And I'm kind of liberal with the paprika. And after you do that, then you are going to add your organic cardamom. I always put this in my stews, and you don't need a whole lot of cardamom. You don't need a whole lot. And then, of course, we're going to use the minced garlic. And I'll tell you what, I just literally love this minced garlic. I love it so much. And I'm at the bottom of this jar. I got to get me some more of this. It's amazing how that you can go through a jar and, well, it's just time flies by so fast. You know how it does. You know that old saying, hair today, gone tomorrow. That's the truth. That is very much the truth. Okay, and now that we have done this, what we're going to do now is we are going to put our purified water in here. And I got this pitcher. It's got a filter in it. And it is just wonderful. Now you can add diced tomatoes to this if you want to, but I don't put the diced tomatoes in it until towards the end of the cooking, and sometimes I just don't. I just leave them out. But when you stir it, you want to kind of stab it like that. Now, you put this on simmer. You don't put it on maximum heat. You know, you don't put it on medium or anything. You want this to simmer. And you want it to simmer real good. Now, see, a lot of times you cannot really stir this until it heats up. So you got to heat it up. And once it gets heated, then you can go for it. But I'm going to cook this for about an hour and a half. And after I cook it for an hour and a half on simmer, extreme low heat, then you're ready to eat it. Now, what we got to do right now is we have got to add canned chicken. And you know what I did? I did the same thing. I am so sorry. I forgot my canned chicken. You always want to add a can of chicken to your stew. And on this one, I'm thinking about adding 2 cans of canned chicken to it. And now you use fluid and all in this canned chicken that you're putting in there. You want to add it in there. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put 2 cans of canned chicken in that because it's just delicious. You ought to smell that canned chicken. It's canned chicken breast. That's what I get. And I use all canned goods. And that's what I do in my meat stews. Now you just put them in there. And we're going to wait for that to kind of heat up before we kind of stir everything in. Because you want it to, settle good. I mean, see, you can do this to it. You can take it. Don't stir it. Just kind of jab it. Because you got your spices. You got everything in there. And you want it to be staying together and not sticking to the sides of your pot. So you got to be real gentle with it. And you want it to get going. You don't have to have a lot of fluid in it. But this is what you do for making this stew that I've made today for you. And I hope that you enjoy this. Please click on the like button. And I'm inviting you to subscribe to my channel. I'm Grandpa Hickory. And this is today's stew. And this pot right here will last me 3 to 4 days. I keep it in my refrigerator. I get a huge bowl every day. And now when you do, you put it in a ceramic bowl and you warm it up in the microwave. And then you take it out. And then you add your extra virgin olive oil. And I use Geneseo. I buy it by the 1 liter bottles because I use a lot of it. I put a 1/4 cup of Geneseo extra virgin olive oil in each bowl that I have of my mush meat stew. But anyway, that's the way I eat it. And listen, I want you to have a wonderful day. Thank you for tuning in. You honor me when you do. And I want you to have a good day, and goodbye from Texas. And I'll see you on the next video. Have a wonderful day and happy cooking. Do try this stew. You'll like it. It's real good with those kidney beans, that squash. Oh, listen, it just, and those mixed vegetables. It just, with all them spices. It's wonderful. Try it. You'll like it. Have a wonderful day. Catch you on the next video. Bye for now.